Hey everyone, Spazzy Dragon here, and welcome to 15 Minutes of Disco. So, today I'm going to fly my Gallic Junker. As you can see, it's a Gallic Assault Transport with a Gallic Junker ID, which is pretty much the regular Junker ID, but unlike that one, this one can actually pirate within house space. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to rob people, and we're going to sell their cargo off at the planet. So there was this thread some time ago. Someone was asking which system to take, either Kepler or Galileo. The thing is, if you are a pirate and you are in Colorado and you want to watch those two systems, it is highly recommended that you don't actually go to the gates unless you find someone there. So like this one, we have someone in Galileo. We are currently sitting between Denver and Rio Grande, so if we see someone in Galileo, then we're obviously going to go, or at least try to, go to the nearest gate. So that is the joy of being able to pirate here. You can instantly, let's start, well, obviously there's not a lot of traffic between these two planets. Well, planet and battleship anyway. There's a planet behind me as well. And you can just sit here and watch the chat, and you can watch Shikoku. And I know what people say, well, what about people coming from New York? Well, you don't really care about those people if you're pirating for cargo, for example, or then obviously you are going to focus on people coming from Kusari instead of New York. I know there's exceptions, like someone is hauling off gold ore to Kyushu or whatever the drop point is, I don't know. But anyway, right now we have 71 in Galileo, and we have the means to take them out and take their cargo. So let's just see what happens. And it is right here, Hollow Sculptures, Deep Space Engineering. So let's see if this guy's going to take... I actually expected a 5k. So if he gives me all of these... Thank you. And as you can see, I got this guy's cargo. He should have dropped around 300. Cortez, California, Pennsylvania, New York. Planet Denver is actually pretty nice. I like Planet Denver. It is a very optimal place to just plunk down cargo, especially if you, like me, you like to also hunt NPCs. So this is our first kill, and let's see just how much we make off this guy. Actually, I just noticed there's a guy in Galileo, Steve WWW, ranks 63, which might be a bomber, might be a gunboat, but in any case, I'm going to try and plunk this cargo down on this planet as soon as possible, and let's see if we can actually catch this guy. And 6 million credits. Not bad. Not bad at all. So you can see this guy is still in Galileo, so we might have the chance to actually catch this guy. Hopefully. I just hope that there's no NPCs trying to disrupt the lane when I take it. Now obviously every 2 to 3 kills I'll need to change my name, because the people in New York might notice what I'm doing. So that's a bit of an expense if you're going to do this with a Gallic Junker. People will start recognizing you fairly easily. Alright, another very good thing about Piracy next to a jump gate is that you pretty much know what is coming in front of you, you know that someone's coming. If they jump out and it's, for example, some sort of hostile. For example, what would happen if the guy in Galileo right now was, say, a Xeno? I would just take the gate and fly away, because he would need to wait about 20 seconds so his, cooldown expires if he wants to shoot me. So piracy next to a jump gate is pretty interesting in that sort of way as well. And as you can see, we are still waiting for him. He's still in Galileo, and I hope that he will get here soon. Okay, so the thing about Galileo is that people coming from it might notice that you are here, and they might take the jump hole from Galileo to Colorado instead. But the thing about the jump hole is that it's actually pretty far away from the closest lane. So if they're actually going to go for the closest one, it's the one that I was sitting next to that 10. It was the one between the the planet Denver and Battleship Rio Grande. The thing is, that is the closest one, fair enough, but it still takes quite a bit of time to get to it. So if I see that this guy jumps from Galileo to Colorado and he's not here, he's obviously at the jump hole, but I can still catch him if I'm lucky enough. At the same time, see, there's a rank 54 in Kepler. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be a fighter or a bomber or whatever. But right now, still the focus I have is on this guy in Galileo. Okay, so that plasma core guy just jumped to Colorado. And right now, he's the only one here. Huh. Well, sadly, the guy logged off. I just jumped to Galileo and back. And by the time I was there, he's not there anymore. Again, there's no one on Colorado, but there is, again, some guy in Galileo. This time a level 80. So it might be a smuggler, it might be a... I don't know. Anyway, let's just wait and see what he is and what happens. Hey look, Sin Foods with tobacco! But he is docking. And there's no way I can kill him fast enough. Okay, so now we have an LN in Colorado, so obviously this is the moment when I get the fuck out. And Sing Foods, dear sir, you are really making it quite difficult to do that. Thank you, and good night. So right now we are in Galileo, and this guy is still here for some reason. So let's just get further away from the gate. Get rid of any evidence that tells anyone that we have killed NPCs. Let's just see where this goes off. Okay, so that is Alberta. And Deshima Station Shikoku, I am so taking that there. So I'm almost by the gate to Shikoku, and I still haven't encountered this guy. But as you can see, the LN Zoe Valentine is now in Kepler, so she must be chasing after this Junktown fellow, which is sort of bad because it means I can't exactly move between the two places right now, because there's a chance that I will run into her. But again, that is a good thing, because, well, it means that the guy I killed right now didn't tell the LN about my whereabouts. And here we are. That is another 4 million. So we pretty much made 10 million by now, which is a good thing. Okay, so I just noticed that that plasma core, the guy I said could be a fighter or whatever, he's in Kepler as well. So yeah, I'm not going to go back to Galileo just yet. I'm just going to sit here at this base and see if I can catch some very interesting NPCs. So a bit of an update. Right now only Junktown is in Kepler, the LN just both of them are in Colorado now. Okay, so let's just say a very quick name change, and I can get back, in theory. Okay, so there's a guy in Shikoku named Dion with me. It's a rank 73, and as you can see, things sort of calmed down over there. Although the LN is still in, what's his face? In Colorado, so let's see if I can get to the gate fast enough to the other side. I mean the Colorado gate. And if the guy will jump into, say, Kepler, I can quickly move over to the Kepler through Colorado. But that's if I'm lucky, and if I am fast enough. So let's try this. I really don't want to get into the whole fight between the Yellen and whatever those guys are fighting, because as soon as no one catches me dead on, I can just go like, I don't know, I'm completely innocent, I'm just a junker, lol. And that's pretty much that. Holy crap, that is a lot of people in Colorado. So I'm sort of hoping this guy in Shikoku goes through Galileo. So yeah, a lot of people actually say that, well, piracy is boring, you just sit at the lane and not do anything. No, piracy is not boring. Lane piracy is boring because you never know what is coming. If you're, for example, if you're sitting between Majove and New York Jump Gate, then obviously you don't know what's coming from New York. But no, this sort of piracy, when you actually track everyone and keep an eye on your surroundings and know where to go, when not to go, your fallback positions, how to change your name, everything, it makes it a lot more easier and a lot more interesting as well. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted to say. I don't know why I said easier. It doesn't make it easier. Hell no. Oh, that guy jumped. And he is in Galileo. It means that I'm going to go and meet him one lane ahead. Okay, so this guy should be nearing the bend at D3 by now. So I'm not going to take the lane yet. But at the same time, I'm afraid he might go for the jump hole, which is at D6-ish. What to do, what to do. Now, the thing about cargo piracy and transport is that you always want to scan and size up your target before you attack them, for obvious reasons. Because this isn't a bomber, which you can easily evade in, and this is not a gunboat, which has the pirate power. This is a transport, and there he is. It is a DSC with passengers. Okay, so this is one of those hi guys. Let's make this obvious. Wow, fail. Fail! Okay. I might as well start shooting him now, actually. He has one turret. Don't have ID. What? I have an ID. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot you then. Passengers. Yum 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 yum. And this sells in... Well shit, it's the wrong kind of passengers. You bastard. Exactly. Okay, so this one sells off pretty well at Planet Pittsburgh. I'm not going to go to Manhattan, but before we actually go there, we need to do something real quick, which is going to make sure that our little piracy piracy-ish session goes without a hitch. So this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to sacrifice 2 million credits out of what we earned so far, so we make sure that nothing stops us from further piracy. Well, whoever Junktown was, he's dead now. And again, there's someone in Galileo, but that is way too small to be of any use for me. Cambridge, Colorado. Osiris, 59, and Dionys Red, 64. Neither of these I have any idea who they are, but hopefully, if that is something that is going to want to shoot me, I can easily evade them. Hopefully. It's a rogue. It's a rock. So it's a rogue rock. Just in case. Take this lane out, and let's go to New York. Actually, here's some food for thought. A lot of people accuse a lot of players, especially with the pirate IDs, they say, well, the pirate ID is essentially a open-to-use terrorist ID as long as the person who you want to pirate doesn't pay you, which allows you to easily shoot them. Now the thing about it is that a lot of people set up pirate ID ships and simply do something like they fly above Manhattan flashing red, and that's where they get their PvP fix. They can't exactly attack anyone, but at the same time there's nothing preventing them from going there and making others shoot them. So that is Amenta, the Bounty Hunters Guild. Okay, and seriously though, I've seen many people in my past, me included by the way, who were constantly making a name for themselves. For example, oh, that well-known pirate. If you pirate for profit, then being well-known is the last thing you want to be. Frequently changing names, changing piracy places, all that assures that you get a very considerable amount of money out of piracy. So whenever I see people going like, oh, everyone knows my name, yeah, every trader knows your name, and your profits, if you're actually doing it for the profit like I am right now, then it's not exactly a smart thing to do. Now, obviously, I'm a person who enjoys blowing up traders just like the next guy. Pick up the soap. That is a very interesting name right there. It's a Kamara with a cloaking device and nothing else. Is he AFK? Okay, let's see if he is. No, he's not AFK. I wanted to shoot off his cloaking device. And let's see now. Okay, that's another 5 million credits, minus the 2 million I spent on a name change, so that brings us 3 million credits. So this is how much we started off with. 7 million and made this much. Not bad. And I might as well call it quits while I'm ahead. This was 15 minutes of Disco, Spazzy Dragon. See you in space. Hopefully not shooting me.